YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my first reaction of the day, we're going to go over to Coach Studio Bangla, and this is a recent upload called Hey Samalo, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Let me know if I am or not. Now, the participation within this group is going to be Bappa, Samina, Arnob, Sunidhi, and is it Rituraj? Let me know about that pronunciations. Now, in the description page, I'd like to read out the thought process going through this particular track. So it says, we did not discount the right to pay even an inch. As soon as the obstacle became, we moved in protest. And one of the means of that protest was our music. I believe that's what it says. Let me just translate that through again. Was our, is it Ganasonic? That's what it says. Apologies for the translation. It's sort of like, I'm just trying to make the best out of it. It says, Mananov and Darbar, Henge and Gadaba, to realise the rights to be like is a living documentary. Chowdhury wrote this song about a struggle of each unprivileged people in 1946 to 1948. So that's a little bit about it, and I think there's a little bit more because it didn't exceed the the translation limit. I don't know why it does that as well. It says protests begets another protester, and so in 1952, when the ruling party attacked our language, Bengali all heroes spoke out against it. It was then that, and then it goes into another language. Apologies about that. It says Abdul Latif was born. This internal song created a strange and magical melody in a small town in Bambadam. Is that how you pronounce it? Own house, and then it's got Rab Beshi, and then Yud Han Tlayaya, derived from one of the oldest folk dances, is associated with it. And I don't believe that I have actually pronounced Rab Beshi, Yud Hand Tia. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sure you guys will correct me on many different things. What I am excited about is a different style of music, how to interpretate what I've just read there as well, and in what way, what kind of instrument is going to create this kind of this strange magical melody that interpretates the I don't know, I wouldn't say the rebel against what was happening. So if you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button to indicate to you when my next uploads will be. As you know, I will leave every kind of details regarding Coach Studio Bangla in my description page. I love this channel and I do my utmost best to carry on promoting it. Anyway, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
Coach Studio Bangla, Season 1.
Right, it's going to be very authentic in every kind of traditional purpose. I understand exactly what you're talking about, the magical sounds. Just look at the instruments just playing right now.
Hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo. Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo,
Hey Samalo.
hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, ধান হো কাস্তে কাটা শান হো জান কবুল আর মান কবুল আর দেব না
Aswad the soul Afro.
রব দেব না ধান মোদের প্রাণ হো hey Samalo, ধান হো কাস্তে কাটা শান হো জান কবুল আর মান কবুল আর দেব না
I'm jealous.
রব দেব না ধান মোদের প্রাণ হো hey Samalo, 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 চিনি তোমায় চিনি গো জানি তোমায় জানি গো সাদা হাতির কালা মাহুর শুনি না জান কবুল আর মান কবুল আর দেব না রব দেব না ধান মোদের প্রাণ হো hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo,
Is it Hey Samalo?
hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, 50 লাখ প্রাণ দিছি মা বোনেদের মান দিছি কালো বাজার আলো করো তুমি না জান কবুল আর মান কবুল আর দেব না রব দেব না ধান মোদের প্রাণ হো hey Samalo, hey Samalo,
I believe Arnob is the producer.
hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo.
Okay. It has got this kind of South American vibe to it. Not that this part.
আমারে বাংলাদেশের বয়াতিরা নাইচা নাইচা কেমন গায় বাংলাদেশে আমারে বাংলাদেশের বয়াতিরা নাইচা নাইচা কেমন গায় ওরা তাদের মুখের ভাষা
Subtitles down below.
ওরা তাদের মুখের ভাষা চায় না দিতে চায় ওরা কথায় কথায় শিকার করায় আমার হাতে পায় ওরা কথায় কথায় শিকল করায় আমাদেরই হাতে পায় ওরাই আমার মুখের ভাষা চায় না দিতে চায় ওরাই আমার মুখের ভাষা চায় না দিতে চায়
It's more storytelling.
hey Samalo, hey Samalo, hey Samalo, কইতো যাহায় আমার দাদাই কইছে তাহায় আমার বাবাই কইতো যাহায় আমার
It's my father's song, it's my brother's song.
কইছে তাহায় আমার বাবাই এখন কল দেখি ভাই মোর মুখে কি অন্য কথা শোভা পায় কল দেখি ভাই এখন কল দেখি ভাই মোর মুখে কি অন্য কথা শোভা পায় ওরাই আমার মুখের ভাষা কাইরা নিতে চায় চাউরিকে চাই
It's on the lines of they want to snatch away my mother's tongue and try and ruin or get rid of the heritage. As the working people,
মোরা তুলবো না ধান পরের গোলায় মরবো না আর ক্ষুধার জ্বালায় মরবো না মোরা তুলবো না
that
ধান
gave us
পরের
existence
গোলায়
life,
মরবো না
that kept
ক্ষুধার
existence
জ্বালায়
life.
মরবো না ধার জমিতে লাঙল চালাই ঢের সরেছি আর তো মোরা সইব না ধার জমিতে লাঙল চালাই ঢের সরেছি আর তো মোরা সইব না এই লাঙল ধরা ধরা হাতের শপথ ভুলো না এই লাঙল ধরা ধরা হাতের শপথ ভুলো না জান কবুল আর মান কবুল আর দেব না রব দেব না ধান মোদের প্রাণ হো এই সামালো ধান হো কাস্তে টাকা শান হো জান কবুল আর মান কবুল আর
It's definitely a story of the trials and tribulations.
ধান মোদের প্রাণ হো এই সামালো ধান হো কাস্তে টাকা শান হো জান কবুল আর মান কবুল আর দেব না রব দেব না ধান মোদের প্রাণ হো আর দেব না রব দেব না ধান মোদের প্রাণ হো আর দেব না রব দেব না
amazing how they tell a part of history in song. So that was Hey Salamo, but the way how they said it is Hey Salamo, Hey Salamo, Hey Salamo. So do you pronounce the L in it? Let me know about that. So this was Bappa, Samina, Arnob, Sunidhi, and Rituraj. And it's got here the creator, produced by Sanyan Chowdhury Arnob. The music composed is also by Mr. Arnob. The written part was done by Sally Chowdhury and Ora Alma, Mukha Kutha, but it was originally sung by Abdul Latif. So there you go. So would I be able to see that somewhere? The original part of that. Yeah, I said about the artists, and it's got here down there a number of all the artists and the musicians that's taken part. Go into the description page and check that out. There's a hell of a lot of details regarding the amount of people that participated in the visuals and the whole ensemble of that creation. There's loads and loads of questions. What is the instruments that they're using? Is it a case of that these people who was attacked within those time periods, just like as I say, like the Asians, where the farmers, they picked as ninjas, so to speak. They used tools from the farmland to because they didn't have no weapons, so to speak. So they used the tools, and from there they created the weapons from their tools that they use. So is it the kind of same thing with the instruments that the farmers they will use the tools that they use into creating an instrument? And that's where you got these magical, unheard of sounds because of the instrument that was used to create those particular sounds. Then you also have the storyline of the historic path that went from A to Z, and to have that in a musical term. The only kind of times when I've actually seen that created is from native Indians in America. You know, when they sit around the campfire and they're telling their stories. And also, now to be fair, this storyline patterns always come from that I know of, and maybe that's a bit of. It's not kind of factual. It's just because of limited information that I personally know. But storytelling and in songs. Singing around the campfire and all that things, and creating dances for that, so it can be passed down to generation to generation, so they indeed don't forget about what's happened in the past. It's been carried on from would I say brown skinned people or people with melanin for as long as it can remember. Now that can be very, very selfish to me in saying that, but like I said, my information is very limited, not broadened, because I'm sure that everywhere around the world have their own viewpoint of how storyline is being told, and it could be in dance or music or painting or whatever have you. But so I just need to do more due diligence on that. So I'm not saying it's only coming from, I'm just saying that I only know. Which I need more, like I said, I just need more be educated more on that particular subject. It gave me the vibe what is needed from after reading the description as well. And like I said, I love everything about it. I love the part where you got the females one side telling the story, and then you got the men on the other side telling us, telling their part of the story and how is this coming together as well. And then you got the moral story and the teachings of that within that storyline as well. So for me, it's more of a storytelling rather than a music. Yes, it is a musical composition, but it's also a historic value, amazing book, and a storyline which mustn't be forgotten, and it certainly is passed down from generation, so they don't indeed forget. So does that mean that even though Mr. Latif is the originator of this song, is the music evolving as is passed down to generations? Let me know about that. But overall, thoroughly enjoyed it. Love the vibrant information that was stored within the music volume terms as well. Overall, brilliant. And for that reason, I salute you.